Community members at Mbaula Village who had been displaced due to the heavy downpours have been temporarily sheltered at a local church known as the PPC Church. We understand currently there are about 60 people that are being housed as a temporary relief measure at this church. You can see there at the church in the Mbaula Village, which is one of the areas that was hardest hit by the floods as well as the heavy rainfall. You can see that some of the local women are preparing meals, an indication that these people will certainly be at the local church here known as the PPC Church for some time as a form of a temporary relief measure. We also understand that some of them did indeed receive some food parcels that could sustain them for some time being, as we know that there were heavy rainfalls at this part of the Giyani area, and Mbaula Village is one of the places that were largely affected by this. We saw the President Cyril Ramaphosa, as well as the Premier of Limpopo, Dr. Poppy Ramathuba, visiting the area. The Premier was also here today, joined also by the gift of the givers. Let me bring in some of the community members from Mbaula Village to talk to us about this situation and how it makes them feel. Mama Minjani.
Ifukile minjani?
Ifukile. Mama, xinjhani xiyimo la mi tshamaka kona?
Xiyimo laha hi tshamaka kona a xi tshamisekangi. A xi tshamisekangi, timpfula ti hi hlaserile, hi ve ka xiyimo xo tika swinene. A ku nga ri kahle, a ku tika. Leswi nga kota ku huma hi ku tirha hi matimba ya Xikwembu.
Mi titwa njhani ma?
Hayi, titwa hi ri kahle hi ku sweswi ha kota ku pfuneka. Mfumo wa hi pfuna hi swin'wana na swin'wana, swakudya hinkwaswo ha swi kuma.
Vito ra mama?
Mina Christina Mabunda.
Thank you. That's one of the people that is currently housed temporarily at this church, saying that they are grateful that they have certainly received help, even if it's temporary. Let me bring in another mama. Mina mi titwa njhani?
Wa mina ndzi twa ni ri kahle, mara xiyimo lexi a xi ri hi xiswona a xi tika. Loko ni tsundzuka loko ku sungula mpfula liya, loko ni huma ndzeni ka yindlu mati a ni fika hi le xisutini, ende lani bobule n'wana wa 2 to 3 years, lani na vana va 4. Ku ve ntirho ku huma ndzeni ka yindlu. Loko yi ku 2 o'clock n'wana lowun'wana a ni wela, loko a ni wela ni kota ku n'wi khoma ni bobule lowun'wana la ndzhaku, lowun'wana bobule lowun'wana hi kota ku huma. Mara lani ni nga fika ni vaviseka ni wa koho, ni fike ni wa hi tsolo, mara ni kote ku tlhela ni pfuka ni yima, ni kota ku khoma vana va mina, ni kota ku huma na vona. Xiyimo a xi kahle, ende mara sweswi no khensa sweswiwa ku mfumo wu le ku hi pfuneni. Swintsongo leswi va nga na swona va karhi va swi kota ku hi sapota. A karhi a hanya kwalaha kerekeni na vana, mara xiyimo xa le kerekeni a xi hi hlayiselanga vutomi. Hi na vana vo tala a ku hlayisekangi.
I can say, Mama, as you can hear, she's explaining that, I mean, she has a 4-year-old child, and she really had to make sure that the child is protected. As we know, there are also children that are temporarily housed in this village. I'm going to now talk to a local community leader who also assisted in overseeing the relocation of the people in the to the church, Mr. Livet Ngobeni. Thank you very much for your time. I mean, we're hearing the stories. They're quite saddening, really. Talk to me about this relief effort for people at the church.
Thank you very much, but the situation is quite devastating. I'm not a very emotional person, but upon arriving here, I got very emotional. I had to drive all the way from Joburg because of no one lives in my house. And then when I got here, I could not pass to my house because the situation was very bad. I had to assume evacuating people to the clinic. The very sad story, it was when one of the ladies here, who has a 1-month-old, where when she was floating inside her house in the water, she had to put her own baby inside a bucket to say, look, I know my child is going to die, but let me at least secure the corpse. I will at least have the remains of my child's body. And then, thank God she survived. The very other sad story was when the chief of this village, he himself almost got flooded as he was trying to climb into the ceiling. The whole chief. You know, it's very bad. The situation is very bad. We are trying to relieve. We had to pop out money from our own pockets, whereby we had to gather things, buying things for people. We had to start buying people from pads. We had to buy diapers. We had to buy toothpaste and everything, feeding them from the following day. It's 2 nights now I have never slept because of every time I sleep, I've got flashbacks of what I have seen 8 hours later. I'm trying to imagine what could have been going on the minds of those whom were right on the scene when everything was happening.
And of course, Mr. Ngobeni, some of them are here, housed at this church. Do we have any indication as to how long the situation will persist?
Look, I don't want to say this, but it looks like the weather is still going to get worse. And then help from the government in the form of houses is going to come. But I foresee these people staying here for the next few weeks or a month. So I'm appealing to everybody who can avail food, any form of help, because of people are going to stay here. The church here, I think, is around maybe 200 squares or so, but now it's housing more than 60 people. When you go in there, it's filthy and stinky. The condition in there is not very conducive for people to live there, but that's the least we can do.
Temporarily, of course.
Yes.
And that's the local community leader at Mbaula Village, Mr. Livet Ngobeni, talking to us about some of the conditions at the church, saying that there are 60 people that are housed to live for now temporarily inside this church.